How's it going, people? Today I just want to talk to you about the mask. The narcissist that wears the mask. The narcissist created a false self. They eradicated the true self. Got rid of it. The reason that the narcissist got rid of or destroyed, eradicated the true self, it's because they're highly vulnerable. They're highly susceptible to criticism. They were damaged. They were abused. They felt betrayed, robbed. All this sort of stuff. Anyway, they created the false self by destroying the true self. But when they destroyed the true self, this in turn, it created a void, a hollowness, an emptiness. Now, they're just like empty shells, and they feel from the void, they feel grief. They feel despair, they feel hopelessness, they feel like all these bad things. So anyway, they created the false self to gain or to soothe them, to protect them, to guide them, to get narcissistic supply, to regulate them. And they created the false self because they feel it's a hostile environment around them. And what they do is they create different masks. They have a series of masks. So they have different masks for different environments. They might be one mask to one person, and then they'll go to another different place and be a completely put on a completely different mask for someone else. But what happens sometimes is that their masks will slip. Because there's no personality, there's no authenticity. It's fake. It's like it's a fake facade. It's a defensive facade. What they consider a hostile environment. So, yes, sometimes the mask slips because they don't know how to act with particular masks, or it's like their masks alternate. But sometimes they get it wrong because there's no authenticity there. There's no actual realness. So, sometimes they get it wrong and they're like, oh, and their mask slips. It's like, because it's fake. So they're trying to read us. They're trying to read people. They take on our, you'll catch them staring at you. It's things like that. It's like they're studying you. Because they're looking to mimic you and take on, it's like they take different characteristics from us and then they just attach it to themselves. It's like they put, it's like a honeycomb thing going on in their brain. They've got these different suppositories or whatever that word is, and they just, deposit, sort of a behaviour here and a behaviour there and a behaviour in the back there and another behaviour there, or something someone said there and something, they're just groups of behaviours. They're just things, it's like they're, what we think is their personality is actually just groups of personalities or things that other people have said around them. And so, because and now they're just presenting that to everyone around them. So yeah, they just created the false self, to soothe them, to guide them, to comfort them, to regulate their emotions, to gain narcissistic supply, to control people, to control their victims, to control their environment. It's all about control with them. It's all about control. And you know, they can't give. They don't give love. They don't, you know, they don't have love to give, or they, you know, they're not givers. They're takers. They just take everything. It's like they use the mask, you know, to take, you know, finances off people. They use the mask to trick people, obviously. You know, it's just about taking from people. Take. It's never about giving. But yeah, they've got a void inside. They've got you know, they're empty shells. They're meat suits. They're, you know, there's nothing in them. They're transparent. There's just air inside them. It's like we could almost put, you know, your hand through them or something like that. It's like a ghost walking. So yeah. So basically they're just a facade, and they're just presenting, you know, this character, this false character, to everyone around them. And they want you to validate them. They want you to believe in the mask. You know, because to them they're like some god or something, you know what I mean? They just want to see you like that, you know, or they want others to see them like that. That they're all powerful, omniscient, you know, almighty. You know, that I am, and then, you know, they feel like, you know, I am lovable. I am acceptable. I am beautiful. I am, you know, all this stuff. I am magnificent. I am godlike or demigod, or. But it's all fake. There's no one there. There's no one inside there. It's all an illusion. They've just got different masks. It's like different masks that they might wear a mask for their boyfriend, or a mask for their daughter or their son. It's like a mask for when they go to work. A mask when they're with their flying monkeys. A mask for all these different places they go, people they see, and, you know, involve themselves with, or whatever. But yeah, it's just for them to get narcissistic supply. That's a big reason. And to protect them. You know, to protect them from what they see as a hostile environment, because they're highly susceptible to, you know, to criticism. It's like they're vulnerable, and that's why you'll see that, you know, they rage out. But yeah, that's what it's all about. These fake masks. There's no authenticity. There's no personality. They're just a black hole. A void. And then you'll see the mask slip. Sometimes you'll see the mask slip, you know, through know, through the relationship. You know, you'll see from time to time, you might see them and say, go, hang on, what's going on there? They'll say something completely strange and weird, you know, like, you're like, what? It's like things won't add up, things won't make sense. Of course, that's when you got to go, hey, hang on a minute, I might have to just step out of here, you know, go on to something else here, because that completely didn't make sense. But yeah, red flags along the way when their mask slips. And of course their mask slipping at the end. You know, when they start to see that you're seeing through the mask. You're seeing through the bullshit, you're seeing through the facade, the apparition, the ghost, the walking dead, the zombie. There's no one there. The lights are on, but no one's home. Love that. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, and the mask comes out at the end. Might save that for another video. But that's what the mask is all about. It's about control, domination, manipulation, intimidation, ripping people off, taking their finances away, you know, stealing their characteristics, using the mask to manipulate people, using the mask for control. It's all about that. Using the mask, you know, to lure people, to entice people, to bring them into their illusory world, to their surreal fantasy world, to bring victims into their shared fantasy, to trap them, to slowly strip away and kill, you know, slowly destroy them, to take away their true, you know, their identities. Just used to destroy people. It's just used to lure people in. Oh, I'm so beautiful. Oh, I'm so gorgeous. I'm so breathtaking. I'm so lovable. I'm so wonderful. I have this personality. It's all bullshit. It's all a facade. It's all fake. Anyway, this is just one about the mask. Thought I'd send this out to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed. And yeah, again, please like, share, subscribe, and let's get the message out there. Hope you're having an awesome day. Peace out. Next video. Cheers.